Husband of 8 years cheated. I'm numb and don't know what to do. Background info: my husband and I have been together almost 10 years. Married 8. He's my high school sweetheart. For a long time I thought we were soulmates. He's always been my best friend, we complement each other well and are very similar in many ways. Our relationship has been rocky off and on, but overall good in my opinion. We've had some recurring issues over the years, mainly our mismatched sex drive. This issue has gotten better at times, but overall has continued to be a point of contention. Last year we had our first/only child and our relationship got quite a bit worse after that. I struggled with PPA/PPD pretty badly on top of having a high-needs baby, and as you can imagine, our sex life and relationship in general struggled BC of it. Things came to a head a few months ago when my husband admitted how unhappy he was in the marriage, due to our sex life and my struggle to keep house despite being a som. We sought marriage counseling right away and things seemed to get better. He said he thought they were improving as well. Then he left for work for a few months, and it was during this time that he had at least one affair. Upon his recent arrival home, within a couple of days I received a message from a woman whom he had apparently been in a relationship with, essentially, without the label. Sleeping in her home, having sex with her, met her children. She sent me proof of this. Photos of them together. Text messages. Also informed me of another woman there whom he had some sort of romantic connection with and possible physical relationship with. When I confronted him about this, he admitted to all of it. When I asked if there had been other women, he admitted to that as well, but denied having had sexual relationships with anyone besides the woman who messaged me. Just dates, flirtation, kissing. But he told me the first time was 4 years ago. And that this is basically something he does every time that he travels for work, which is at least a couple times a year if not more, and he couldn't even give me a solid number of occurrences. After all this came out, he apologized profusely and continues to, has been very emotional about it all, insisting that he doesn't want to lose me or our child, has agreed to go to therapy alone as well as couples therapy, and has so far been very willing to do whatever it might take to repair the relationship. However, now it has come out that this woman may be pregnant. She says she is, but we don't have proof. I seriously can't even wrap my head around all of this. I feel so conflicted and confused. I never suspected he was cheating and was absolutely shocked to find all this out, which now feels foolish in hindsight. I trusted him completely. I thought he loved and respected me. I love him. I never wanted a broken home for our child because it's what I grew up with and it caused me a lot of trauma. I never thought this would be our child's reality too. The logical side of my brain feels foolish for trying to stay and see if this can be repaired if he takes the steps necessary to earn my trust again, because this level of betrayal is so beyond my comprehension and should prove he hasn't loved or respected me. But at the same time I still see the person I love and have grown up with, someone who has shaped my identity, the father of my child, and who I have always imagined I would grow old with. I didn't want a broken home. I've just started therapy for myself, but I feel so numb still. Like I just can't process this, also my emotions have shut down. Am I a fool for even giving him a chance? It seems insane to me, but I can't shut off my feelings for him, and the thought of leaving is so scary when he's basically all I've ever known. My best friend, although I know it was probably all a lie now, he's not who I thought he was. Not to mention I have financially relied on him for the past couple years. If you read this far, thank you. This has all been so isolating. Now let's look at the comments. It's one thing to cheat once. It's another to cheat habitually for half a decade, insert yourself into another family, and potentially father a child with another woman. Your husband is a serial cheater. I understand you may be in shock and are probably being told to dump his ass. I won't agree or disagree with that. I'll only suggest that you take time to yourself to digest what you're feeling. When you do, you'll know the right choice. I suggest space. Tell him you have not decided what to do, but that you need space to come to grips with what happened without him smothering you with his presence. Maybe he can stay in a hotel for a fortnight or so. If possible, ask a family member to stay with you during this time. You need space and time. He can't even tell you the number that he cheated with. He can't even tell you the number that he cheated with. He can't even tell you the number he cheated with. Let that sink in. Also, adults don't meet up to just kiss, they have sex. Your image of this person is not who they are. They are a monster that you need to protect you and your child from. You need to get tested and you need to see a lawyer. I'm so sorry that you're having to go through this. You are in shock due to the surprising death of your marriage.